Hello, everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. Kevin was desperate for a piss, I can tell. He just said, one sec
No.
before we start recording.
There's something. I thought there's something in the background, but it's not. It's cool. Carry on. Let's proceed.
What was in the background?
I just thought something was on the back of the thing, but it's my chair cover. I got like a Chelsea FC chair cover now. So it's just.
Fair enough. All good. But yeah, listen, another evening show with Kev. We're going to be talking about obviously Chelsea. We're going to be talking about PSG. We're going to be speaking about the Club World Cup and if we've actually got any chance of winning the competition. I mean, by definition, we have a 50% chance because we are in the final, and you know that there's been a lot in our favor within this competition. We've had some really good draws in terms of the teams that we've played against. Obviously, Benfica. We could have had Bayern Munich. We had Fluminense. When we could have potentially had Al Hilal or Man City. So, you know, things have been in our favor. But that being said, you know, we've still come out and obviously got to the final. And I think, you know, the team and the manager, they deserve credit for that, as well as, you know, a lot of people within the club. I think that you have to give credit where it's due. And now we're 90 minutes away, probably 95, 96 minutes, whatever you want to call it, from being the Club World Cup champions. I mean, it's an amazing achievement if we can do it.
Absolutely. For us to even get to the final is an achievement, regardless of the teams we've played. We have to keep repeating. You have to play the teams in front of you. It's not our fault that Al Hilal beat Man City. I've actually got a breakdown. So when people come to us and say, you're already there because you're the easy running, I've got a breakdown. So we had to beat Benfica. He topped the group with Bayern. We had to beat Palmeiras. He topped the Group A. We beat Fluminense. He beat Inter Milan, Champions League finalists. And then Al Hilal, who beat Man City. So the teams around us that we beat have beat the bigger clubs anyway. So how can anyone come to us and say that you've had it easy running when the big teams have been knocked out by the lesser teams anyway? It goes to show there's no such thing as a lesser team. So I'm not buying the idea that we've had an easy run. It hasn't been an easy run because we've had to beat what's in front of us. But the biggest task comes on Sunday. And this is a team that is beating teams and not even conceding goals. 4-0 Real Madrid, 5-0 Inter Milan, 2-0 Bayern Munich. They're smacking the teams around us. Hopefully, we're not another team that gets that. I don't believe so. I'm very confident. And obviously, we'll go into tactics shortly. I feel like if we have a Lavia, Casado, and Enzo, we've got all chance of winning. I think we need to play free, but I'm sure we'll talk about that shortly. But yeah, credit where it's due. We are where we are. And it's deservingly because we've had to beat the teams in front of us.
Oh, definitely. And no, I think we deserve credit for that. I can appreciate that people can still be pessimistic and not like things. That's fair enough. But you know, it's like anything. I don't know. If you say you're going to get a 6-pack and you don't go to the gym every day and you eat shit food, but you still get a 6-pack, fair enough.
Some people are like that.
Yeah, there's people out there that are like that. So maybe that's just our situation. There's obviously things we can improve, but I don't think we could improve our results as it stands. So there's no criticism there. Big up to Steve. Yes, I know. Chelsea being in the final is an achievement itself, but winning it is just nonsensical. After PSG trashed Madrid, no way. But Egbali was spotted sitting near Infantino, so you'll never know. Yeah, I did see him in the stands. I did see him there. I'm sure he was at all the games, to be fair. I'm surprised that Bowley wasn't there as well, or at least I didn't see him. Benville says, what's up? Good to see you, mate. Kev, good to see you as well from Jenksy. Yug says, big up. Do we really think we're going to win? We're going to get into that. Don't worry. We'll speak about injuries as well. As far as I'm aware, Lavia is not fit, but we can get into that. When we win this trophy, we might just see Enzo give Enzo a sliver of credit. I mean, hang on a second. I did say at the beginning of the video that I give him credit. So, you know, let's not.
End of the day, I understand Alex where he comes from. He might not be a fan of his style of football. Most fans are not fans of the manager's style of football. But it's, if you're picking up trophies and picking up results, you can turn a blind eye to it, and that's that. That's it. I'm not a massive fan of Enzo's style of football. In some, the start of the season, yeah, but when teams clocked onto it, I wasn't a fan of it. But I feel like he's very stubborn and he plays the way he wants to play. He won't change for anybody, and that's good. We've heard the PSG number 9 and Gonzalo Ramos come out and say in a press conference saying we are not going to change the way we play, and that comes from the manager. The manager has to stick with what he knows and be stubborn with it. The minute he starts changing because fans want it to change and players want to change, that means he's lost. He's got to continue with his philosophy, and that's what he's done. And it's proven that it's successful because we've been in back-to-back finals, top 4.
Sorry, Kev, I just want to. Sorry, mate. Did you say Gonzalo Ramos? I'm confused.
Yeah, Gonzalo Ramos. So their number 9, he's come out in a press conference the other day and he said basically, we are not going to change the way we play for anybody.
Right. Oh, so that you're talking about PSG then?
Yeah, PSG. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I should have explained it more. So he's come out and he said they're not going to change the way they play, and that's Luis Enrique. His style of football has never changed, and Maresca is the same kind of mold. He won't change the way he plays. Like Olympic, and a lot of fans won't like the way he plays, but I'm sure they're not going to be bothered if we're lifting trophies or getting top 4 or competing. So, like yourself, I mean, me and yourself, Alex, we're not massive fans of Maresca ball, but it's proven that it's successful. So, what can we do? We could just be happy that we're back at the top and competing again.
No, definitely. I mean, this is one thing that I think. To be fair, I mean, I think that the competing side, I think we've had that, you know, before. I think we had that under Poch as well. But what we didn't have was the structure, and we've got that structure now, and that bit of extra quality as well. Every year we have had more quality within this team. Now, whether players have improved is another discussion. I mean, we can certainly talk about different players and whether they've improved. I think that, to be honest with you, some of them have improved quite a bit, and some of them, I would probably argue, not so much. But anyway, that's like any manager. You know, you're going to improve certain players more than others. And even if Palmer's not scoring as many goals, you know, under Maresca, it's not to say he's playing badly, because he's not. He's playing very well. So, you know, if those goals are spread out like Maresca says he wants them to be, maybe that's just part of the plan. And that's why we, you know, have João Pedro now and Neto scoring goals, and maybe even Nkunku if he wants to stay. So I don't think it's a bad thing to spread goals throughout the team, and you know, we're not heavily reliant on certain players. I mean, obviously we are reliant, but you know, from a goals perspective, they certainly do spread. So yeah, I mean, it's always nice, Kev, isn't it, when you see a player in your side that's got like 30 GA or whatever it is? Like, it's cool, isn't it? But we just want results. I mean, if it's not pretty, then fine. You know, I said it before, Kev. People seem to think this was some sort of a controversial statement. It's like, when the football's good, it's really good, you know, with Maresca. But when it's bad, it's rubbish. You know, it's like the worst football you can ever see. And I stand by that. But that's not to say we've played that football in this tournament. I mean, in the first couple of games, we did. But we have got better and better every game. And that's definitely something that we can look at with a lot of positives. You know, you can't look at this tournament and say Chelsea got worse. We've got better. And coming into a final, if we're going to improve again, be my guest, because you're going to need to do it against a side like PSG.
Of course, it's the best team in the world for me. And I said from the start they was going to win it. And I'm not going to change my mind, unfortunately, just because we're playing against them Sunday. I just want us to compete. That's it. If we go and give PSG a really good game and we lose 1-2-1, 1-0, which I think we're capable of doing, that goes to show how far we've come. Because when you see Real Madrid getting turned over, Inter Milan getting turned over, the big clubs getting turned by and getting turned over, all the rest of the biggest clubs in Europe getting turned over by PSG, goes to show that positively, we can confidently say, campaign next season, that we can go and compete and probably get to the latter stages. And that goes to show there's clear improvement over the last couple of seasons. That's what we want. This is where we want. We are where we want to be right now. It's encouraging. Like I said, we don't want players. I'm not interested about players scoring 30 goals and etc. I just want the team collectively digging deep each game, competing against the best, and that's what we're doing right now. And Sunday, hope for the same, because we're going to have to be completely and utterly fully focused and concentrated. As you've seen yesterday, Rudiger having one mistake, Dembele getting through, finishing his dinner as easy as possible against probably the best keeper in the world. You cannot give this PSG team a sniff as a punisher. So we've got to be fully on our game. I'm sure Enzo Maresca is going to get us fired up. I'm very confident that we can give him a good game. I'm very, very confident. I'm confident we can win. That's another story.
Yeah, I mean, look, even if we lose the final, like I'm not in that frame of mind where I want to criticize the team. Like I could criticize the individual game, fine. You know, some people seem to be like totally against that. Why wouldn't you talk about the game and criticize it? And that's fine. But you know, sometimes you've got to look at things with circumstance as well. And even if we ended up losing the final 4-0, which quite frankly could happen, I don't look at that and feel embarrassed. I really don't. You know, I'd feel quite proud that we were able to get to the final in the first place
with the team we've got.
No, but I'm not saying that we will.
I wouldn't be proud of a 4-0, bro.
Kev, I'd be proud of the fact that we got to the final.
Bro, I'm at the stage where I don't want any excuses. I just want us to compete. If we lose 4-0, that's not competing, and I cannot be proud of us getting to a final. This is Chelsea Club. We are expected.
Did you expect us to get to the final?
As a club, the standards cannot be lowered to the point where we have.
What do you mean lowered? We're in the final.
Yeah, but that's not winning anything, though. So what? Getting to the final that shows that you're the second loser. Getting to the final, you got to get to the final.
I would argue this competition carries more weight.
Don't just think
getting to the final.
It's not
this competition carries more weight getting to the final than it did winning the Conference League.
Doesn't matter.
It's true. You're playing better teams. You're competing against better opposition. You look at the roster that started in this competition, and then you look at the roster we had in the Conference League. We literally played against the best side in Real Betis. We were levels better than them, and we're in a final that Man City couldn't get to. Al Hilal, all of these teams, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid couldn't even get there.
I don't care.
You can talk about
get to the final,
about whatever you want. You can talk about anything, but we are there.
Yeah. I'm happy with that. But what I can't.
You are happy. So we're on the same page.
I'm happy we're in the final.
It's pride, Kev. It's all pride, isn't it? It's pride, mate. You're proud that we got to this stage. Why can't we be proud of the fact that we're in this position compared to where we were? I felt privileged to be part of the Carabao Cup final, even though we fucking lost and we should have won. Do you know what I mean? And now we're playing in the Club World Cup for £100 million or dollars, whatever it is. Are you telling me that that's not beneficial for us? That I shouldn't be like fair play? Like, would you want to criticize Chelsea after losing this final? Would you want to rip into Chelsea?
That's 4-0. Yeah. You just said you still feel proud losing 4-0. I
wouldn't feel proud losing 4-0. I just feel proud of the fact that we got there, irrespective of what the score is.
If you lost 4-0, I'd be embarrassed. Simple as that.
Well, on the day, yes, of course, you'd be embarrassed. But, I'm not saying...
obviously, we're in the final and we lost 2-1, 1-0, I'd then feel like, yeah, well done. 4-5-0 thrashing. I thought embarrassed. That's it. I thought embarrassed.
It's funny. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button.
Oh, we're getting some news here. Madueke, here we go. Apparently.
What?
That's what I'm seeing in the chat.
Oh fuck.
That's what I'm seeing in the chat.
Oh my god.
Let
Serious?
me go to Fabrizio Morano.
No way. No way. Are we serious?
That's it's in the chat.
Oh, boys.
It's on.
Oh my God. When did he post that?
I can see kudos. Here we go.
He posted it 2 minutes ago. Oh my days.
Joking.
Hey, Kev, we've got some breaking news tonight. Kev, we've got some breaking news.
I've got Gibbs White, got Tottenham, kudos. I can't see.
In hell.
I've got
He's
Aubameyang gone to
gone.
Marseille.
Change the thumbnail, Alex. Change the thumbnail.
Has he gone, has he?
He's gone, mate. He's gone.
Wow.
Oh my God. Straight in there. Thumbnail. Oh my God. Right. Well, that's that's definitely happening. Okay, let's
I think he'll stay for the fight. I don't think they'll let him go now.
Kev, what are you on about? We don't want him in the final. He's gone. Right. Okay, Kev. What's your instant reaction?
I'm happy that we got 50 mil for him. We made 20 mil profit. So yeah. Instant reaction is I'm like I said a few weeks ago, I'm not gonna hate on him. I like Madueke. I just feel like he's not his ego is more than just a squad player, and that's what he is for us. You understand what I mean? I feel like when he goes to Arsenal, he will understand that he's a squad player, but he's got a lot less competition in the wing areas. He can play on the left and play on the right. Maybe Saka plays on the left or he plays on the left. He's got a lot less competition than Chelsea, so maybe he goes there and he does well. But I'd like to say thank you very much, Madueke, for the service. You know, you had a lot of opportunities last year. Didn't come up with the goods. We've made profit on you, and I'd like to say all the best, but you've gone to Arsenal, so not all the best, but good riddance. That's it. See you later. Thank you very much. But
good riddance.
Yeah, with kudos going to Tottenham, I don't know who we're gonna. I'm not quite sure if we've got enough players on the wing areas, so hopefully we can try and get someone else to cover up that right side. But I'm not concerned. I'm just happy that we've made profit on him and let him go and go somewhere else, because at the end of the day, 10 GA for the amount of games he played last season is not enough. Not good enough for Chelsea standard, nowhere near. So good riddance.
Jesus, that's a bit savage. But fair play to you, mate. Fair enough, isn't it? Can't really disagree with what you're saying, Kev. Oh my God. I'm shook. We've pulled Arsenal's pants down.
Hey, listen.
Hang on. Why am I not sharing my screen? Sorry, I don't know why I didn't do that. Fucking hell, Alex. Straight in there. There it is, people. Exclusive. Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Here we go. Fee agreed in excess of £50 million with add-ons included. Green light from Chelsea. Madueke already agreed 5-year deal at Arsenal days ago. And he's now set to complete the move. The winger leaves Chelsea to join Arsenal. Let's see what people are saying. I generally don't know what to think. Great money, though. Bomber. Jesus Christ, Chelsea Football Club. You can't keep getting away with this. Bro, what? Oh, that's fucking brilliant. They're pissed off. They're all pissed. Mandem FC leader gone. Who's going to be the Mandem FC's leader now? That's a good question, actually. Maybe, I don't know. Who's going to be the leader of the Mandem FC?
Probably. It's got to be. It's got to be Gusto or Palmer, man.
Gusto.
Yeah, Palmer. Yeah, come on, Palmer's. Yeah, it's got to be
Mandem FC captain. I'm not sure about that one.
Nah. But he was that guy. Madueke was that guy, but unfortunately he's gone now. So no more Mandem FC. Let him go and do that at Arsenal. Let him wear his shorts halfway down his arse and bopping around the pitch. Let him do that elsewhere. And I'm thankful that we're not going to witness it again. I'm thankful that Arsenal fans are going to see it. But look, listen, let's not get too carried away because you never know. It could come back and bite us in the ass because
What do you mean it could come back? We just
you never know. With
50 million
Madueke,
quid, mate.
Madueke, everything's there. But if he actually improved his final product, you know, they're actually a brilliant player there. You never know. Arsenal could actually get the best out of him.
Kev. Let's just look at it like this. Yeah, this is a very interesting conversation as well because we look at Madueke, we look at the whole project, and I've been very critical of the ownership and the fact that, I mean, this is literally the project to a T, by the way. So if anyone's surprised by this, I honestly don't know what to tell you. This is always something that was going to happen with any player that wasn't integral to this project. And to be honest with you, as long as it remains that way, and it's always players who aren't, you know, this project isn't being built around them, your Palmers, your Caicedos, your Enzo Fernandez, your Cucureas, as long as it's players that aren't those ones, maybe I've missed one or two others, then I don't really care if Chelsea are making 20 million, 25 million pounds of profit. It does not affect me whatsoever if you've got a player like Noni Madueke, who's, you know, he's a good player. He's not a bad player. He's a good player. Let's not sit here and trash him just because he's gone to Arsenal. He's a good player.
He's a decent player.
He's a good player.
You know what it is?
Decent
is decent, right? Decent player for Chelsea, but if you put him in a mid-table team, I kept on saying Crystal Palace, that level, he'd flourish and he'd look good because you know, because he wants with his ego and the way he presents himself, he wants to feel like he's the man. And Chelsea doesn't watch of us. All we want to see is our wingers working hard, pulling the sleeves up, grafting, working back, and doing the dirty work. And even if the numbers ain't up to the expected even if the numbers are not up to what we expect, if you're doing the dirty work, we'll appreciate it. But when you've got 10 GA and you're just jogging back every single week, literally just jogging back, like nothing's happening, that's when the fans get on your back. And that's what we've seen towards the back end of the season when we just had enough of these egos, Jackson, Madueke. We've had enough of seeing it. And I'm happy that the board are now are waking up and getting rid. We don't need them. Get them gone. So, like I said, Madueke, decent player. If he can improve on his, we're saying it for 2 seasons running. If this guy can improve on his end product, you're looking at a very, very good player. But can Arsenal get the better out of him? Up until now, the signings that they've got from us, that's been one very recently. They haven't stepped up to the plate. So you just never know. But yeah, good riddance. And like I said, not surprised at all that we've got rid. And I'm just happy that we've got £20 million profit for him.
Yeah, I think it's an exceptional deal for Chelsea. And you know, if you look at his improvement as he's played for Chelsea, if you compared it from Poch's season to Maresca's season, he's 23 years old. Obviously signed for us when he was about 20. So this was his 3rd year, if you include, you know, coming January, obviously under Potter. He's played 46 times for Chelsea this season, 5 times in the Club World Cup, and in 32 of our 38 Premier League games. In those games, he's registered 11 goals and 5 assists. Okay, so 16 GA. And that is an improvement on what he did the previous season. You know, that's when he scored 8 goals and got 4 assists. He got 12 GA and then he got 16. So you see an improvement, but then we beg the question, you know, is there anything that we haven't spoken about here to do with why he's improving that perhaps could be influential? And if you look at the amount of games Noni Madueke has played this season and you compare it to what he did the previous season, then you can quite clearly see that he has played a number more games, which is why his GA is more. So actually, in a lot of ways, when you look at that, what you can see is there hasn't been a considerable improvement. So if I'm on Transfer Market right now and I want to see is 24-25 season. You go, okay, brilliant. So let's have a look. Let's look together. This is what Noni Madueke did, if it will ever load. Right. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. All right. We're back. Right. So you can see he played 46 games. All right. I don't care what competition he's in. I don't care how many minutes he played. He was involved in 46 games to get the 16 GA. 46. So you say, is that more games or less games than what he did before? 46 games. Remember that number. Remember the number
16.
46.
16.
46 and 16. Okay, then you have 34 and 12. So he played an extra 12 games this season and got an extra 4 GA with that. Okay, so an extra 4 GA through 12 additional games.
And three of them goals were in one game.
Or yeah, 3 of them were against Wolves.
Yeah.
So I mean, if we're being totally honest, guys, the guy hasn't improved. He was never good enough for Chelsea. There was a time where we thought he could have been good enough for Chelsea, but we have been proven that he is not a player of the caliber that we need to improve this squad. And do you know what? We can criticize the recruitment all we want. You have to give credit to Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart from a business point of view. Signing a player for what, 35 million, selling him for over 50. It's great business. It's fantastic business. And we've pulled Arsenal's pants down. And you know, people go, hang on a second, why are we selling this player? He's good depth. Hello? Did you not watch the Palmeiras game? Did you not see what we are about to witness? Are we even going to speak about Estevao as in, you know, as if he compares to Madueke? These are different stratospheres. They're totally different levels. Also, totally different types of transfers as well. Madueke has not even been not even been signed as a starter for Arsenal. The only reason that he's been signed is to cover for Saka, so he doesn't get injured like he normally does.
Yeah, no. I think there's more to it than that. I feel like with Arsenal's wingers, that the wingers are that poor. Look, they've got Martinelli.
What do you mean poor? Their wingers are very good.
Arsenal's wingers are very good.
Martinelli and Saka and Trossard, they're good.
Martinelli scored like 2 goals in 2 years. Trossard,
No. He's had much better seasons than that, Kev.
Trossard,
No.
We've only got one decent wing, one good, top class winger in Saka. That's it.
No, Kev. I think you're wrong there, mate.
Wingers are nowhere near as good as ours. So for me personally,
I'm gonna check that.
If he goes in there and he does well, I'm sure he can start even left or right. I'm pretty convinced that he can go there and be the main guy down the wing, and that's what he wants. At Chelsea, he's never going to be that guy. There's Neto in front of him. There's Gittins in front of him. There's Estavio in front of him. There's Palmer in front of him. There's Nkinku is in front of him. He's like the sixth choice winger, and plus we're obviously opening up now. Rodrigo wants to leave. You never know what Chelsea could pull out the bag. You never know. We missed that.
Actually, you were right about Martinelli. I had to go back 3 seasons for him to have a pretty good season. So actually, I didn't realize how poor he's been.
He scored 2 goals last season, I think, the whole of the season, bro.
No, I think it was more than 2.
He scored 2 goals all season. I'm sure he did. 2 goals all season, bro.
He scored 10.
Pretty convinced he scored 2 goals all season.
He scored 10 goals and got 6 assists, but that was in 51 games.
Saka is the only top class striker they have in the whole squad. Facts, bro. So Madueke, if he goes then does well, I'm sure he can be the second man very, very easily. With us, he'll never be the second man. He's not even going to be the 5th man because there's that much competition in the wing areas right now, and we even still looking to strengthen. Me and Rodrigo.
I didn't realize how poor Martinelli's been. I didn't realize that.
They're all poor.
Do you know
They're
what it is,
wingless.
mate? When you follow Arsenal fans online, they make it seem like they've got gods. So if you're not watching the game, you're like, oh, he's doing all right then.
Where are the gas, the propping up, the prop the players up, bro? Like, it's Arsenal Football Club. Tottenham are doing better business now. Tottenham has gone and signed Kudos. Like, wow, fair play to him. Gone and signed Gibbs White. Wow, fair play to him. Tottenham for me have got better wingers than Arsenal. There's a lot better teams. There's a lot more teams that have got a better wing. But Madueke, I'm sure this is opportunity. He's gonna be the main guy. If Saka's injured, he's got that position every game. And he's going to be playing.
Let's not sit here and act like he hasn't been given an opportunity with us. He's played 40, been involved in 46 games.
True.
So, I mean, how is he justified? I mean, maybe that's what Arsenal want. Maybe that's, maybe they're looking at that. That's enough. I don't know. I really don't know. One thing I do think that he'll get at Arsenal is more freedom than he's had under Maresca. And he'll get a little bit more support from his fullback as well. So you'll see more of those overlapping runs than, because we don't overlap. That's just not something that we do. So maybe there is an element, where we could see something that we haven't really seen this season from Madueke. I mean, he's always been given a license to dribble. But I mean, he's very young, mate. He's 23. We signed him before he was even part of the conversation. No top club was looking at Madueke and thinking, oh, we want to spend 35 million on him. But
no top team in the right mind signing Madueke, bro. There's 1 million or 1 million wingers, but in the wingers right now, that's where the majority players are, and a lot of majority players are shining. There's a lot of world-class wingers out there. Arsenal could have gone and got Easy from Crystal Palace, who is better.
That would have been easy for them to get Easy, to be fair.
Yeah. They could have gone and got Rodrigo and paid an extra £15 million.
Do you not get the joke, Kev?
Oh, Easy, so easy. Yeah. Of course I got it.
But his name's Eze, mate. Eze.
Whatever. Easy Eze, whatever. I can't pronounce these African dons.
Hey, Kev. Hey, Trevor who?
Saliba.
Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough. Oh, I'm a bit sad now.
I used to say Shaloba, but that's the
Shaloba.
He's wrong. It's Saliba.
Kepa who?
Ariz Balaga.
All right.
I'm getting there.
Cesar.
Aspilicueta.
Mikhailo.
Modric.
Nah, not got it there. Not
it's not Modric. Oh, Modric.
Hey, fair play to you, Kev. Fair play.
Yeah.
This is what I'm hearing as well. Listen, I mean, we've spoken about Rodrigo. We've had this conversation. Now, I'm not going to lie. We didn't know what was going to happen before because Xabi Alonso had been new to the Madrid job. Is he going to play Rodrigo, or is he going to be a part of the plans? I remember reading, was it Marca or Goal? I think Goal. I remember they reported that Rodrigo was going to be a part of Xabi Alonso's plans based on what he said. I think he said publicly that he thinks he's a key part of the squad, blah, blah, blah. He's looking forward to working with him. And this begs the question now, because if I'm not wrong, in 5 of the past 5 games, he hasn't been in the starting 11. I'm not even sure if he's been in the squad, to be quite honest with you. I presume he's probably been on the bench. So that is a real sign that there's a player there that's going to be available. Not cheap. I don't think that's going to make him cheap, because Madrid don't strike me as a team that need to sell. But I mean, if they've got a player in there who isn't getting minutes, who is more than capable of being a starter for basically any other club, but he's not getting minutes at Madrid, and plays in a position that we quite, we could use an upgrade in that area. Does it not seem like a fair question to ask that Chelsea at least enter that conversation and see whether we can get involved in the transfer of Rodrigo?
Most definitely. The thing is with the Rodrigo transfer, we've signed that many Brazilians recently. Do we really want to sign a Brazilian? That's my only.
Really? That's it?
Yeah. Well, come on.
You just don't want him because he's Brazilian.
We've got Stavio. We've already got Santos. We've got Pedro. We just signed.
Fucking hell, Kev! You've got to have a better excuse than that.
Yeah. Yeah, but no. Let's be real. If we were to sign Rodrigo, that goes to show that we are back in the respective of we're going out and signing the best of the best. Because Rodrigo, for me, top 5 winger in the world, and he's completely been overlooked by Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso doesn't want him. Real Madrid want to cash in on him. You know, this is a chance to go and sign a world-class winger. And the thing is, he doesn't just only play as a winger. He can play as a striker as well. Just gives you that cover in all 3 positions, left, centre, and right. It's a no-brainer. I feel like it's actually a possibility. Now we've got 80 million from the Club World Cup, potentially another 20 million pounds, 50 million pounds from Noni Madueke. We've got so many more players that we can offload. Maybe it's a possibility, but at this present time, I don't feel like it's a priority. I'd still prioritize a left back and a left back goalkeeper and a centre back over Rodrigo right now. I feel that that's where we need to stiffen up and shore up. If we did sign Rodrigo before we made other signings and positions, who am I to complain? A front 3 of Rodrigo, João Pedro, and Neto. Wow, that's winning the league. Respective of other teams, that's winning the league. That front 3 is winning the league. So yeah, go and get it done. I'm all for going to get a player of that caliber all day.
This is a really interesting point as well from Alan. All the Chelsea fans in here going, yes, are forgetting Salah, KDB, etc. Madueke needed more time and starts. He always had a go at the fullbacks when others didn't. This can come back on us. What's your response to that, Kev?
With Noni, no chance. Absolutely no chance, bro. The guy is 24 and his numbers and just the way he plays, his attitude, his mentality is not of the elite standards required to be going and getting the numbers of a KDB and Salah. No chance. You know, these words could come back and bite me, but I'm convinced that when we had Salah, we still could see the world-class player, potentially the world-class player coming through. When we had KDB, we could still see the potential player coming through. It's only because Jose Mourinho had better players at that time, they never got the opportunity. Noni Madueke has had the opportunity. Salah never had the opportunity. KDB never had the opportunity. This guy has, and he's not come with the numbers, so I don't believe he will get to their standards. He may become a very decent player for him, but he will not become a world-class player. I can honestly assure you that.
No, I do think as well, if he was going to get better, we would have seen more of an improvement. And just looking at Martinelli as well, by the way, who we spoke about, Martinelli's 24, Madueke's 23. And although Martinelli over the past 2 years has been poor, when he was 22, he was pulling in 22 GA, in the same amount of games that Madueke has just played. So this whole thing of, players need to improve and get better and better. You can still peak if you're playing regular minutes at that age. So let's not sit here and act like Madueke's 19. He's not. He's that's when we around that
24.
time.
Sure, he's 24 now, isn't he?
23, mate. And Martinelli's 24.
Yeah, there you go. So,
and Saka's probably about the same age, maybe a little bit older. So yeah, I mean, everyone's saying rat bastard as well. I'm seeing that one in there. Fair play to the man. It's not like Havertz, is it? It's not like that. I don't think it's quite like Kepa either. It's unique in its own way because obviously when we look at Havertz and when we look at Kepa, like these were at one time pretty hot prospects in football, right? And we signed them based on potential, yes, like Madueke, but also we signed them because they were performing really well in their league. Madueke wasn't the best player in the Dutch league when we signed him. He was, an okay player who was showing.
There was way better players in the PSV team at that point we could have signed than Madueke.
So yeah, I don't think I'd look at him as a rat in that sense. Arsenal probably offering him a bit more money, although I can't imagine it's a ridiculous amount more because of the fee.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they've made some guarantees about playing time, but yeah, we're looking at Madueke now.
He's not a rat.
He's going to definitely get booed. He's definitely getting booed, mate.
Because the board knew what they was doing when they signed him for £30 million. They knew, give him a couple of seasons, give him plenty of games, improve him, tighten a little bit, and then make profit on him. And that's exactly what they've done. Arsenal are the only stupid enough club to offer £50 million. No other team around the world would offer £50 million. So we would be very stupid to reject it. That's £20 million profit on a player that is probably worth £20 million. Let's be real. So he's not a rat. It's just the fact that the board have been smart enough to get it done. And yeah, we can't get ahead of ourselves because we don't want to be sitting there end of whatever we play Arsenal, say Madueke just banged the goal in and celebrated, run down the pitch and celebrated in front of us or something daft. But I don't care. Like, get him out of the team. Him and Jackson. Get them both out of the team.
Oh, why did you have to go and say that?
Jackson, just get Jackson out as well. Get Jackson out as well. They both stink. Attitudes both stink. Don't like them. Madueke, it's a bit different with him, but Jackson, I just don't like him.
Jackson's a bit different.
No.
He's got a much better attitude than Madueke. Much better.
A tiny bit.
Look, the only thing that I say that Jackson's definitely not better at is controlling his head at times. Stupid elbow and stamping on a player. I was at that game. I was like, what a prick. But look, I mean, this is a player, Jackson, I think is going to be a very good squad player for us. I think it would have been different if we would have signed Jackson and he knew he was coming in as a squad player, because he's gone from basically being our only striker to now not even being in the top two and being third choice. I do think that changes a lot. But we need to. I think we need to appreciate that Jackson does bring a lot to this team. Even if he doesn't get you 20 goals, he'll get you 15. He'll get you 10. And what he does off the ball as well is worth noting. Madueke frustrated a lot of fans in a lot of different ways. I don't think I was the biggest critic of Madueke. I didn't love him. I didn't hate him. He's just kind of one of those players. I ultimately, I'm glad that he's gone, but I don't hate him. I don't hate the guy.
I've just seen this. People come up with some right rubbish, don't they? Can you see that?
What's he said? Has he just said that?
It's fake. Someone's made it up. It says, sorry, Blues, but you can't say no to 350 grand a week. You're joking. That guy's not getting 350k at Arsenal. Is that real?
No, he's not going to get 350.
I'm going to say, bro.
Hey, but Kev, what I want to do is I want to show you Madueke's most memorable moment in a Chelsea shirt, and I think it might be worth just watching it and just let's watch it together, Kev. Shall we? Should we look at Madueke's most memorable moment in a Chelsea shirt?
Okay, don't tell me what it is. Let me think what it could be. He hasn't done much. He's actually against Wolves.
It could be the hat trick against Wolves. There's one other thing that it could be. One other thing, which I've chosen. We can look at the Wolves one as well. To be fair, that's fair.
Not many.
The Wolves one is probably the number one, to be fair, but this is like definitely number two. 100% number two.
Don't tell me. In the last 2 seasons?
Yes.
Mate, I have to think so
when,
deep.
when you find out, you'll go, it's obvious.
last-minute goal against someone, won it.
Who was the last-minute goal against?
He
scored a goal against Sheffield, but we bottled that game, didn't we? Go on, let me just show you, Kev. Let me just end it. Come on, mate.
No matter where you can take it.
Oh, no, fucking cunt.
Not Cassie. Give me the corner. It's not yours. We have a penalty taker.
Remember this one, Kev?
Fucking embarrassing.
He's only got a hat-trick. He's got a hat-trick. I'll let Madueke tell you this.
He fucking took the fucking ball.
How embarrassing.
He's saying, get off. It's my pen. He said, no, man, no. I slid the ball. He got snatched off him. Look at that.
Fucking clown. Yeah, this is embarrassing. This should have been it. We should have sold him.
Look at this guy. Look at him.
Yeah, look at
him. Look, watch this. Watch what he does next.
Yeah, we should have sold him after that.
Shabby, coach.
Can you hear Steve next to me?
Who's in charge? You in charge or not, Putz?
Just take the bloody penalty. You might as well watch the pen, shouldn't you? You might as well watch it.
Yeah, Palmer bangs it in. Madueke misses it. Madueke misses it all day.
But he's so pissed off, mate. Right on the side. The most memorable
this is what I say about Jackson, though, mate.
The second most memorable moment.
I can't witness these players at the club anymore. They're just not mentally cut out for Chelsea, both of them. Madueke being more to start snatching the ball and walking off and causing drama over a penalty goes to show that's Sunday League standard mentality. Do you understand that? I don't even have that. You see, when I manage a team and the lads will be like, Kev, taking a penalty, I'll go, you're taking a penalty, don't get the ball, and that's it. End of the conversation. There should have been no palaver over who's taking a penalty. And Madueke, for him to be so self-centered, if it's for all the fans to be able to kick up a fuss like that in a professional setup goes to show his mentality's in the mud. And Jackson, they're both embarrassing. Get him out. Get him out.
I do think that Jackson has proven that he's good enough to be in our squad.
No
he
way.
He has. He's got a season where he's got 15 goals made. The last striker was Tammy.
Jackson on the bench is going
Before that, the last striker to do that was, I don't even think Morata got those numbers. Diego Costa, I think. So, you know, you can't sit here and say that Jackson's not good enough to be in this squad.
Jackson on the bench is going to bring on an healthy aura within the dressing room.
Why?
He came off the bench the other day, had a clear opportunity to square the ball.
Maturing, mate.
Your teammate is right there. All you got to do is just roll the ball across. He chooses to kick the ball into the side netting. And you've got Cole Palmer kicking the lamppost, kicking the goalpost. What you doing? What you doing? This is what Jackson's going to bring throughout the season. I just don't feel like we need energy from Jackson sitting on the bench, because that's what he's going to be. He's going to be the third choice striker, potentially the fourth choice.
Yeah, but Kev. So you're telling me that he's not good enough to be in this squad as a third choice striker? Is that what you're telling me?
He is.
Well, there you go.
No. Let me listen. He is. Oh, He's good enough to be in the squad. He's good enough ability-wise, but mentality-wise, no. I just feel like he brings problems. And it was clear to see just the other day that he was that eager to score goals that he'd rather take a shot from a very tight angle rather than square the ball because he knows under pressure. That's not the mentality to have. If you squared the ball to Cole Palmer and you got an assist, clear assist, that probably makes the manager thinking, oh, what fair play. But his mentality is not there. I just feel like he'll bring a bad energy. It'd be like in Nkinku last season when Nkinku wasn't playing, shopping around, moping around, bringing that negative energy to the dressing room. I feel like Jackson's the same. Let him go.
Interesting comment from Joshua. He says, my mate served Madueke when he was at a hotel for an away day. Apparently the whole team was nice and thanked him. Madueke just took it out of his hands and dismissed him. James made him apologize. Can I ask you this, Josh? Which hotel was it and what away day was it? Just out of curiosity. So, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not really surprised. I'm surprised that James would have made him go and apologize, though.
I've got to shout out Madueke though, because he did point me out. Remember the last game of the season? I've got the video, and he's pointing me out as going.
Kev, he's not pointing at you, mate. He's not pointing at you.
It's clear. I'll send you the video.
Kev, I know exactly what you're. I know exactly what you're talking about, Kev. You're talking about Nottingham Forest the way you think he was pointing at us. Kev, it was Gusto's friends were sitting behind us.
Oh, was they? Oh, right.
He was waving at Gusto's mates.
Oh, right.
You thought it was you.
Oh, right. My bad then. My bad. I got gassed.
Show us the video anyway, Kev. Show us the video anyway.
I'll send it you now.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought that was putting it out though.
He was waving at you.
No, because the man in front of me said, "Oh, Kev, look, he's pointing you out," and he was kind of like, "Look, the fingers look like he was literally." I'll send you the video and you can play it. One sec. Send it on your Instagram.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's good. One sec.
He was pointing at Bonnie Blue behind you.
Oh no, Bonnie Blue is actually two sections up as well. Funny enough, we missed that.
You're counting.
But let me. I'll send you the video. It's here. So this one now, you got to forward it to about the last few minutes. Have you got that? It did look like he's pointing us out though, to be fair, bro. So I'm probably wrong. Did
you zoom in on him?
Yeah, I did realize there was some black guys sitting just behind us there. So you are right. You could have been pointing them out, but I was getting gassed. I thought he was actually saying, "Yo, there's Kev, there's Kev."
Yeah, but you know the thing is, they were all speaking French as well, mate. That's how
it makes sense. Though it wasn't us them. I thought that was my little claim to fame kind of thing, but got it wrong.
I haven't received anything, mate. Did you send it on WhatsApp?
It's coming through now.
But I am looking forward to watching it. Just your reaction on this one as well, Kev, because this is also an option. I mean, I hope not, but we've definitely been linked with Garnacho. And if we're bringing in Garnacho and that was our upgrade on Madueke, I think that's a very minimal. I don't even think that is an upgrade, to be honest with you. I'd struggle to justify that one.
No, no chance in hell.
I mean, Christopher says young and cheap.
That is no
young
upgrade on
Man United won about 50, 60 million for the guy. So I mean, cheap is certainly not the first word that comes to mind.
That's not even a clear upgrade on Madueke. If you're going to spend similar amount of money or even more, you want a clear upgrade. You want to, Gittins for me is a clear upgrade. Garnacho's not. Garnacho doesn't give you the work rate. Doesn't give you the work rate. Get forward a bit more. There. Watch. Stay there now. Kick this a bit further back. What minute's that on? Go a bit further back, I think. That's it now, right there. Go back. I'll tell you what minute it is, 1 second.
I haven't seen him wave at you yet, Kev.
1 sec. I'm trying to find the minute. Oh, there. It's on 2 minute 10. From 2 minute 10.
This is 2 minutes. Right, we're back. Hey, I'm ready for it. Because look, he goes next to Gusto, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. You kind of like.
Or is it Lavia? He goes next to Gusto or Lavia. Yeah, look. You thought he was waving at you.
He's like.
That's him and Gusto with their mates.
Yeah. No, but I started going like that as well, and he started doing it. I don't know. It could have been Gusto's
That's
mates.
great. That is great.
Could have been Gusto's mates. Could have been.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious me.
I know. But yeah, good riddance, man. And yeah, I'd like to say thanks for the memories, but there's not many. there's not many.
Oh, that's good.
There's not many.
That is funny, mate. That is absolutely funny. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Listen, I think we can all look at this situation with Madueke, and yeah, I don't think there's really much negatives to take from it. I think it's mostly positives, to be honest with you. You can thank him for what he's done, scoring against Wolves and causing a bit of drama with that penalty that we saw at Everton. You know, a couple of individual moments. I mean, his transfer value certainly increased since we bought him. It's increased by about 12 million, according to what I'm seeing. But, you know, we can't sit here and act like we signed a player that was ever going to blow us away. I mean, it's like every player that we have. Some of them stick and some of them don't. And
It worked.
stick in terms of footballing ability. I mean, if they're going to improve financially with their value, then I don't think anyone's going to complain. And I'm certainly not complaining. £50 million. I mean, that seems like a brilliant deal for us. And, you know, I think from the dressing room perspective, it's probably an upgrade as well. If you get someone better, the one player that I look at, though, and I say that's not what I'm looking for is Garnacho. Because if you are spending 50 million on Garnacho, even 40, you're not going to sell him for more. And that's one of the concerns I have.
I don't. The thing with Garnacho is his personality and his attitude. Don't care how good you are, ability-wise. His attitude stinks. Like, he's playing for Man United. He's got a picture of Aston Villa top with Rashford in the back. How disrespectful are you to your club doing that? You do it for one club, we do it for another club. We don't want these personalities in the dressing room. We just got rid of one bad personality in Madueke. We need to have players that have got better personalities. Rodrigo, a player of that standard, brings you that. It brings you the experience. It brings you the winning mentality. That's the quality that we're looking for. I feel like a natural step in the wrong direction. It's because we end up with another Mikhailo Mudryk situation. We're trying to stay away from this shit, bro. We need world-class quality, top mentality players in the team now to elevate what we've got. As there's no point of even investing. That's my thoughts on it.
I mean, we were going to do a show talking about PSG and Chelsea. I mean, that's changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, that's for the match day one. We'll leave it for them. But for night, we'll this show tonight dedicated to Mr. Madueke and for his time at Chelsea. And you never know; he could actually leave with a bang. You never know. Imagine if he wins Sunday.
Maybe we'll use that money to sign Chris Wood.
Chris Wood's too far off now. We've already signed Pedro now, so that's dead. We've missed the boat with that one, unfortunately. If we never signed Pedro, I'll probably still be propping him up. But there's no more room now for another striker, unfortunately. So no Chris Wood. I'm sure he'll stay at Nottingham and do a good job.
Maybe next season. When's his contract run out? Maybe we can get him on a free. Just for you, Kev.
No, it's dead now. I wanted that Waldermaid as a box present striker, to be fair. But João Pedro, he's not. He has got presence, hasn't he? He's a big lad. He seems to me that he could do that role. He's good. He's pretty decent in the air as well. So I'm happy with Pedro, but I would have probably liked a bit more of a presence in the box. But I'm happy with what Pedro can bring as an all-rounded striker. I think Pedro fits that bill.
Hey, listen, Kev, really appreciate your time, man. And big up to everyone that's watched the show as well. Really appreciate your time. We've got over 100 of you in here. We've got less than 60 likes as it stands. Smash that like button. Let's get up to at least 75 if you haven't smashed the like button. It does help a lot. It shows that you are enjoying the content, and it encourages us to continue making it. Although that being said, we'll still do it. And subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already, if you want to stay up to date. We do shows pretty much every day about everything to do with the club. Really appreciate your time, Kev. Big up to everyone in the chat as well, and we will catch up very